Hi, my name's Jonathan. This is Nate, and this is Hot and Cold Reviews. And today we're reviewing Now You See Me.
Now You See Me is starring a lot of big names: Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and James Franco's little brother, Dave Franco. Um, the movie is kind of like one big magic trick. You think you're watching a good movie, and all of a sudden you realize, wow, this was shit, and I got my $10 stolen, and I can't get it back. It was perfect. It was like, okay, so let me explain. It starts out with mystery, and everybody likes mystery. Everybody likes the unknown.
They
The
did a
unknown,
great job at that
unknown
too.
is scary. Unknown is interesting. But as it devolved, it just devolved into one twist and one more turn that I don't want to give anything away. Led to nothing.
It
Literally, was a huge
it
disappointment.
doesn't make any sense. I mean, the backstory that they put. I mean, they could have explained. The devil is in the details, and they could have done so much more with this. It did keep you hanging. Did you felt like you were hanging all the way through it?
No, I lost interest about 45 minutes in the way. I didn't care what happened to any of them. That was the other thing. I didn't know who to care for. At first, you got attached to the magicians people. Then they stopped showing them for a long time, and they showed the cop, who was an asshole, and you didn't like him. You
And,
kind of wanted to like the girl, but then she became mysterious, and you don't like her. It goes back to the magicians. Oh, I need to like them now. Wait, maybe I should like Morgan Freeman. And then they all turn out to be idiots. It's like you had no people to care for during this movie. There was no good guys, no bad guys, just a bunch of idiots.
it kept me going. My interest was there to the end, and then when they explained it all, I did like the overall story of it as far as it explained it all. But the devil in the details, as far as getting down to how everything was constructed, totally did not make any sense, and
Oh,
it was a
believe me,
joke.
they had enough details. I mean, they overloaded you with their magic tricks that got boring after the first show. I didn't care about it anymore. And they led up to this final magic show where they didn't do any magic. They just had special effects. And it was like, what is this? And then I don't want to give too much away, but they had something that the magicians are working towards. And then the one thing I kind of liked about it was that they didn't explain what it was. They didn't like they left it a mystery, but the way they did it sucked. And I don't want to give any away, but a merry-go-round involves, and it's just corny. Anyway, the other thing was is they tried to make you think you were watching an interesting movie by blaring loud, nonstop music in your ears the whole movie. When they're talking in scenes with where two characters intensely talking to each other, there's music going on in the background, like you're like, shut up with the music. This isn't a music video. It's supposed to be a movie. Really pissed me off the whole
Uh,
entire
I
movie.
I did like certain aspects of it, but the devil was in the details. As far as it didn't explain, it didn't make sense. You know, the aspects of the logistics of making a magic trip happening, and they tried to show the backstory, but there's no way it would make sense in a real world scenario like that they were doing with magic. And to me, it was just
Oh, it's
a
completely
joke.
unrealistic. I mean, I was trying to remember an example of why it was unrealistic. I had one in my mind. I
Woody
can't remember it
Harrelson
now.
being the bus driver. How is he supposed to be on a bus and a bus driver having a car in front of him with a tow?
I don't even know. I mean,
That,
maybe that could have
that's a
happened,
joke.
but it just I don't
In
know.
New York City.
And tell me what you thought. The acting. What happened to all these good actors? Now, Morgan Freeman and Michael Caine did a good job because they never fail, and they worked with the script that they had. But Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg, who I previously loved, and Mark Ruffalo, especially Ruffalo, let me down in this movie, and it's just
Well, I
it's
don't
not.
know. I did like it from that aspect, but again, they just ruined it. They just trying to think. Oh, you're a dumb viewer. You're not able to grasp. How
Exactly,
we
it
are
was a
supposed to
dumb
do this.
viewer, so they overlapped it with all these intricate plot twists that, when you looked at it, really didn't matter because you didn't have anybody to care for. So what is the point of the plot twists when they don't relate to anybody? You know what I mean? Like,
So overall, I gave it a 2.0. I mean, it's something that you could watch on DVD, but it did keep me entertained for a while. But again, overall, it's not something that I would say I'm glad that I spent 10, 11
well,
bucks
it's
for.
pissing me off. I also gave it a 2.0. I don't like that we
This is two in a
I don't like
row.
that we agree about this stuff, but I think the reason we give it 2.0 is two totally different reasons. Believe me, I think they did enough with the plot. They should have done even less plot, left it more up to mystery, because mystery we like. We don't like to have things explained. That ruins it when it explains. Like
It
in a
all
horror movie, when
depends.
you see the bad guy, when you see a bad guy in the horror movie, Horror movie's over. Not fun anymore. They should have left so much more up to mystery. Instead, Morgan Freeman somehow knows everything and explains everything the whole fucking movie.
No, he doesn't.
And except for the last part, but he somehow immediately the first magic trick where I'm not giving anything away because it's part of the previews. They teleport him to London to rob a bank.
Paris.
Morgan Freeman somehow knows. It's like, come on, give me a break. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It was retarded in that sense. But anyway, yeah, I gave it a 2.0. Don't go see it.
All right. Well, thank you. My name's Jonathan. This is Nate. See you again. Thanks for watching Hot and Cold Reviews.
Peace.